Hi, welcome to this video on Excel data formatting covering conditional formatting. This video was recorded in November 2020 using Excel 365. Other versions may look different. The spreadsheet on screen shows a list of fictitious invoice data for October. I want Excel to highlight some of the data depending on the value. The way we do this is to use the conditional formatting option. First of all, we need to highlight the data that we wish to format. So I'm going to highlight our amount column here. And then we can select this drop down. And there are lots and lots of different ways of applying conditional formats. So we're going to look at a couple here. First of all, if we go to this top bottom rules, this is where Excel looks at the highlighted column and works out maybe those that are above average. So if I highlight that, I can make a choice of what highlight I want, or I can custom a highlight. If I click OK, it'll highlight then those values that are above the average for the full collection. If I then change this value maybe to be £900, that 350 is no longer above average. That is now, so it changes automatically. The conditional formatting kicks in depending on the values and how the values change. If I put that back to 30, you can see that is now above average. Another example, well, first of all, we need to clear that. So if we just go down here and say clear rules for the selected cells, it will clear that down. Another example is to look at this color scale. So what the color scale does is it will color the largest value, it will colour green, and the lowest value it will colour red, and those values in between it will colour on a gradient in between green and red. So if I highlight this and select this, you can see the largest values are very green, going all the way down through the oranges to the red colours here for the lowest values. So that's quite nifty. And again, as you change these values, if I change that to be 1000, that will go greener rather than red, and other ones will change their shade. I'll put that back to what it was. And another another option, if we go back here and clear those rules, is we can say, all right, I want you to highlight a cell depending directly on its individual value. So I want to say, okay, show me, highlight something that's greater than £500. In fact, I'll just put £500 in here. And I want you to show it in red. Well, yeah, and again, I can select anything here. So I want it to be yellow if it's over £500. And as things change on here, the conditional formatting kicks in. So that's good, I'm happy with that. In the paid column now, if I highlight that, and we'll choose a similar one to the last example, I want to highlight if the cell is equal to a value. So we can apply two lots of conditional formatting to the same cell of the same range. So I want to say, okay, if the bill is paid, then I want you to say green, happy days. With the same highlight, if I say if the value is equal to no, I want it to be red. Okay, good. Now, if I put no in here, you can see that the no's are red and the yeses are green. And if I say, oh, that's not been paid, it changes to green. And actually, I was wrong, that hasn't been paid. It goes to red. That is the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful.